The state's #1 team makes a trip to the Cougar Den. Undefeated Elizabethtown Lady Panthers enter with a record of 17-0. On one side, the Grayson County Lady Cougars looking to bounce back from a rough performance against Webster County on Saturday. When you're playing with nothing to lose, anything can happen. And a good evening and welcome to the Cougar Den. Sam Gormley with you tonight as this is the Locker Room Show here on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose and also live on K105 Digital Productions. Coming up in our Locker Room Show, we're going to introduce you to the undefeated #1 team in the state, the Elizabethtown Lady Panthers. We will talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Ted Hill, and also introduce you to the Lady Cougars and give you the starting lineups for tonight's game. That comes up and more right here on 103.9 The Moose.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Elizabethtown Lady Panthers enter this game with a record of 17-0. Yes, that's correct. 17-0. They're ranked #1 by the Associated Press in the entire state. They're #5 in the RPI rankings. Head coach Donnie Sweeney was promoted to head coach in 2016 following the retirement of Tim Mudd. Mudd had 563 wins in 22 seasons as the head coach of the Lady Panthers. Sweeney has been a part of the Lady Panthers coaching staff since 1997. Lady Panthers are led by 8th grader Leah Macy. She's averaging 19.5 points and 13.4 rebounds per game. She's 22nd in the state in scoring, 37th in free throw percentage, 3rd in rebounding. This team can play basketball. There's just no other way to put it. I mean, obviously, when you look at your 17-0, what more do you need to know about this basketball team? Other players you need to know, you've got #2, Kara Freeman. She's averaging 15.5 points and 2.5 rebounds per game. Sarah Clark, their leading field goal percentage from the field, free throw percentage as well. She's averaging 8.4 points a game, but again, the 8th grader Leah Macy leads the way. Donnie Sweeney is in his 5th season as the head coach of the Lady Panthers. 136-18 in 5 seasons as the head coach. That's right, 18 losses in 5 seasons. That's going to get it done. Grayson County enters this game with a record of 10-7. We'll introduce you to them coming up after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mix K105. Litchfield Country Station 103.9 The Moose.
Lady Cougars last time out had a loss to Webster County, as by that one was by a final score of, as 1 second here, we're going to have to fix our radio coverage here, as it seems like we got multiple things happening at once. Let's try this one more time here. We're going to try this as we're working through a couple of things. I've got about 14 different things playing in my headphones right now. It seems like that might be a little bit better. Grayson County enters with a record of 10-7, 2-1 in the 12th district. Last time out was a 54-23 loss to Webster County. The big story for Grayson County is that earlier today, they found out that Edmondson County is going to be their opponent in the 12th district tournament that is going to be held in 2 weeks from yesterday. So that game will be at Whitesfield Trinity High School. Start time for that game, 7:30, 7:45, somewhere in that range for that one. Lady Cougars are led by Rachel Snyder, averaging 16.2 points, 11.6 rebounds per game. Other players you need to know, Ella Robinson. She's playing some of her best basketball as a Lady Cougar, 8.2 points, 6.9 rebounds per game. Grayson County, again, that record of 10-7. Their assistant coaches are Amber Hill and Elena Jones, and the head coach in his second season with a record of 30-20, 140 and 93 overall is Ted Hill. We'll get his thoughts on the matchup coming up after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Taking this vaccine when your time comes is critical.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose. Sam Gormley joined by the head coach of the Cougars, head coach Ted Hill. And Coach, Saturday we didn't get a chance to talk to you after the Webster County game. What did you see from your team?
Not a whole lot. Not a lot of fire in us and all that. And not to discredit Webster at all, they're really good. And they were physical with us, and we didn't handle it very well. Had 20 turnovers in first half. Thing that shocked me when I got home, I looked at the book, and we only committed 5 fouls for the game.
There weren't a lot of free throws, no.
We shot 4, and they shot 3. And so that told me immediately that we wasn't being very aggressive on defense, because we usually foul more than we should, But that's why I told our kids yesterday, by just accident you're going to foul if you're playing hard. We didn't play hard.
This morning, you found out Edmonson County is going to be your opponent in the 12th District Tournament. What was your first reaction?
I don't know. We're getting ready to play the number 1 ranked team in the state. I wasn't really worried about Edmonson at this point. Not surprised. I'm just glad we're not playing Butler. Every year I've been in this district, I've had to play Butler first round of the district. And so I'm just glad I'm not playing them. Any of the 4 teams you put us in a hat, a given night, either can beat the other.
Ella this season has already surpassed her point total from all of last year in almost half the amount of games. How has she improved on the offensive end?
Well, she's a lot more confident. And I was looking at stats a while ago, but I think she's shooting 53% from the field, and that's a big improvement for her. But the confidence level for Ella has been out the roof, and she's 8 or 9, 9 of 10, 5 of 6, whatever the case may be, every night. So that's good stuff from Ella, and she's worked hard on her shot and her post moves, so she's doing well.
You touched on it a little bit, but it's no secret. Number 1 team in the state's coming in, one of the state's all-time top programs. E-Town, undefeated right now. When you look at this, if we're being honest, there's probably not many people outside of your own locker room that think that this game can be competitive, and in some instances. How do you make sure that your team believes that they can compete in this game? And, I mean, E-Town, you look at them, this is their 5th game in 6 days. Mm-hmm. There are some things that go into your favor. How do you make sure, though, that your team actually believes in themselves against a team that's pretty darn good?
Yeah, they're good. And I can stand up here all day long and tell them I believe in them and all that. And you're right. Outside this locker room right here, there's no one thinks we can beat them. If they don't believe in themselves, then you're just fighting a losing battle. I mean, they've got to have some competitive spirit to them, competitive fight to them. They've got to believe, hey, we may lose, but we're going to go down fighting. We've got to get to that, get that back. I think we had it at one point, and we lost it there. And you was right, the snow. After the snow, I was wrong. I guess maybe I was trying to tell myself we needed a break. But during that 10 days, something happened. I don't know if we got lazy, whatever the case may be. It's just we haven't got it back yet. Before that snow, I wouldn't care to play E-Town and Anderson County and whoever back-to-back. It wouldn't matter. I thought at least we'd fight with them. They got to believe in themselves.
E-Town boasts one of the top 8th graders in the entire state, and I know you mentioned last week that she's already drawing Aaron Boley comparisons. If you get mentioned in the same sentence as Aaron Boley, you got to be a pretty darn player. How do you slow her down tonight?
Number 1, you have to block her out because she'll go get a lot of offensive rebounds, put back. She shoots a lot of free throws. Doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but she will knock them down. I saw on film. You just have to get down and guard her. She's tall, athletic. And number 1, you better know where she's at, and you can't wait until the ball goes up to block her out. You got to go to work early.
What needs to happen to shock the state tonight?
Effort.
That's simple.
It's that simple.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, more here coming up in the Locker Room Show after this.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. Physicians and public health professionals are trying to protect us because our healthcare system would be overwhelmed if too many people get seriously ill. We have to take their advice seriously. So, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home. And disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
(246)
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Let's meet the starting lineups here for both teams. First for the E-Town Lady Panthers, boasting the record of 17-0. Senior guard number 2, Kara Freeman. Senior guard number 4, Presley Payne. Sophomore forward number 14, Sarah Clark. 8th grade forward number 23, Leah Macy. And sophomore forward number 32, Kenzie Franklin. Franklin, Macy, Clark, Payne, and Freeman. Assistant coaches Leonard Brown Jr., Robert Jennings, and Derek Pfeiffer. And the head coach is Donnie Sweeney. Now the starting lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars, 10-7 record. Sophomore guard number 5, Arissa Riggs, averaging 7.4 points per game. Senior center number 13, Ella Robinson, averaging 8.2 points and 7 rebounds per game. Senior forward number 15, Rachel Snyder, averaging 16.2 points and 11.6 rebounds. Sophomore guard number 20, Annie Kuiper, averaging 6.3 and 3.1. And junior forward number 23, Reagan Kay, 4.4 points, 3.4 rebounds per game. Assistant coaches for the Lady Cougars, Amber Hill and Elena Jones. And the head coach is Ted Hill. Play-by-play of tonight's game is next on 103.9 The Moose.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Time for the tip-off. Let's go courtside to Sam Gormley.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den. Grayson County taking on E-Town tonight. E-Town ranks as the #1 overall team in the state. So again, the starting lineup for E-Town is Freeman, Payne, Clark, Macy, and Franklin. For the Lady Cougars, it's Riggs, Robinson, Kuiper, Cave, and Snyder. Play-by-play's next on 103.9 The Moose.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's time for basketball here in Grayson County as the Grayson County Lady Cougars are getting ready to take on the E-Town Lady Panthers. Lady Cougars come in tonight's game with a record of 10-7. E-Town comes in with a record of 17-0. In the starting lineup for the Lady Cougars, Arissa Riggs, Ella Robinson, Rachel Snyder, Annie Kuiper, and Reagan Cave. For E-Town, it's Kara Freeman, Presley Payne, Sarah Clark, Leah Macy, and Kenzie Franklin. Your officials for tonight's game, Kenneth Decker, Sean Williams, and Tom Mattingly. E-Town's going to start with the basketball. They will work from left to right on your radio dial, and we are underway. E-Town in their road navy blue jerseys with gold trim and gold numerals. Lady Cougars in their home whites with orange numerals. Payne's got the basketball, gives it to Freeman. Freeman inside to the eighth grader Macy, who turns around and gets an easy basket to start off with. And E-Town's going to start off with full court press. And gets her hand on the pass was Presley, but goes out of bounds off of E-Town. 2-0, Lady Panthers on top early. Grayson County, a good start in this game is a necessity. Cross court to Kuiper. Lady Cougars break the timeline to the right elbow to Snyder. Snyder bodies up inside to Robinson, stolen away by Macy. Macy, a fast break up the far side. The eighth grader pushing. She can play guard. She can play forward. She's pretty much like a stretch three. She can play any position on the floor. Freeman, free throw line, pass out to the near side to Payne. Payne inside to Franklin, who kicks it back out to the near side. Far jump shot is no good by Clark. Long rebound by Rachel Snyder for Grayson County. Snyder picks up her dribble as she crosses the timeline. Finds help in between the circles to Arissa Riggs. Riggs finds Kuiper. Lady Cougars trying to look for their first basket of this game. 1 minute into tonight's game. Lady Panthers on top 2-0. You've got the 2-2-1 zone defense here for the Lady Panthers. Starting out, or it's actually really a 2-1-2. Right wing, Cave with the basketball, gets it outside to Kuiper. Kuiper to Riggs. Someone has to help on offense. As in the game against Webster County, the Lady Cougars got 15 points from Rachel Snyder, 6 from Ella Robinson, and 2 from Isabel Blanton. That's all the scoring in the game. They need something to go their way in this one. Cave to the left elbow to Snyder. Snyder inside to Robinson. Robinson turns it around, shots up too hard. Rebounded by E-Town. Lady Panthers pushing. Freeman crosses the timeline, has the ball on the left wing. Jump pass here to the right wing to Payne. Payne down to the right block to Clark. Clark gets it inside to Macy. Loses it, stolen away by Cave. Cave, an outlet pass down here to the near side to Riggs. Riggs, floater left side, way long. Rebounded by Freeman. Freeman takes it and throws it down the floor. And it's run down on the left block by Franklin. Franklin to Macy. Shot off the left side's no good. The rebound up, no good. And this rebound is going to be taken by Snyder, as that shot was taken on the inside by Clark off the rebound. Left wing, Riggs with the basketball into the corner to Cave. 2-0 E-Town. 5 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the first quarter. Riggs into the corner again to Cave. E-Town letting the Lady Cougars do what they want on the outside right now. Snyder out front to Riggs, left all alone straight away, and Ted Hill probably wants her to take that three if she's left that wide open. Kuiper, left wing, Outside to Riggs. Riggs over to the right wing to Snyder. Snyder, pass stolen away. Getting her hand on it was Payne, and it's taken away by Freeman. Freeman into the near corner. 3 by Clark is short. And the rebound is saved in bounds by Snyder, and she knocks it into the hands of Cave. If there's one thing that E-Town doesn't necessarily do well, it's shoot the 3. On the season, only 26.1%. They don't shoot it a lot. And there's a 3 from the right wing by Riggs. It's no good. Rebounded by Robinson. Robinson to Snyder off the right side. Basket, good. Tie game, 2-2. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Driving in is Freeman. Outside to the left wing. 3 by Macy is no good. Rebounded by Clark. Clark outside to Macy. 18 feet left side, good. Macy makes the shot off the left side. And it is 4-2 E-Town. As it's Kuiper with the basketball now. Lady Cougars trying to go through, splitting in, and foul called. As Kuiper tried to split the defenders. And Clark will pick up the foul. That is her first and the team's first of this game. 4-2 E-Town on top. All 4 of the points are by Leah Macy. For the Lady Panthers, while Rachel Snyder's got the 2 for Grayson County. Kuiper with the basketball on the left wing, picks it up inside to Cave. Cave drives near baseline, reverse layup, good! Nice play by Reagan Cave as she ran the baseline and had a nice easy layup, and we're all tied up at 4 here. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Payne to the left elbow to inside off the right block to Franklin, who gets the layup. Leah Macy gets the assist there. And E-Town retakes the lead at 6-4. Snyder breaks the timeline, trapped on the left wing, finds Kuiper. Kuiper drives around Freeman to the right block to Robinson. Robinson, we're going to have a jump ball. Possession's going to stay with Grayson County. 6-4 E-Town, 3 minutes and 39 seconds to play in the first quarter. Substitution into the game, it'll be Brooklyn Can, averaging 3.5 points and 1.8 rebounds per game for the Lady Panthers. She's their best three-point shooter, 34.1%. Outside to Riggs. Riggs over to the far side to Cave. Cave thought about the 3. Gives it back to Riggs. Riggs to the left wing to Robinson. Robinson thought about the 3 for a second. Gives it to Kuiper. Kuiper's going to dribble it out front. To the right wing to Riggs. Riggs to Cave. Cave swings it to Kuiper. Kuiper to the left block to Robinson. Robinson to the free throw line. Snyder. Jump ball is an air ball. And immediately the Lady Panthers are pushing. It's Freeman down the left side. 18 feet, left wing. Shot, no good. Rebound on the floor is out of bounds off of E-Town. And it's going to be Grayson County basketball. Lady Panthers up 6-4. 3 minutes and 13 seconds to play here in our opening quarter. As it's down here to the near side to Kuiper, into the middle to Riggs. Riggs cross court to Snyder. Snyder inside to Robinson. Robinson finds help on left wing with Riggs. Riggs gets it outside to Kuiper. Kuiper to the left elbow to Snyder. Snyder to the near side. Riggs, 3 off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound on the floor is out of bounds off of E-Town. As falling down with the basketball on the inside was Sarah Clark. It's a nice job by Reagan Cave to use the baseline as an extra defender and force her to fall out of bounds. Kuiper throws a pass in and it's stolen away. Not a good pass by Annie Kuiper. And it's taken by Payne. Payne gives it to Freeman. Freeman on the right wing. Holds it up. Gives it to Payne straight away. Payne here to the near side to Clark. Clark to Freeman. Freeman outside to Payne. Payne back to Clark. Near side. And immediately just gives it back to Payne. Payne to the free throw line to Macy. Macy to Freeman. Left all alone. Right wing 3 is no good. Long rebound is out of bounds off of Grayson County. Rachel Snyder ran out of real estate and ends up going the ball going out of bounds off of her. 2 minutes and 31 seconds to play in the first quarter. It's Elizabethtown 6, Grayson County 4. Freeman to the left wing to that new player into the game, Can. Can to Freeman. Freeman into the near side to Payne. Payne jump pass to the right, cross court to Can. Can 3 up left wing. Oh, it's an air ball. And the rebound is saved in bounds by Snyder into the hands of Clark, who passes down to Macy, who finishes off the right side. Leah Macy averaging 19.5 and 13.4. She's got 6 points in the first quarter, and it's 8-4 E-Town. Down to the right block, Snyder in transition, layup good. Nice job breaking the press. And if you break it the right way, you're going to have that shot off the left side every single time. Near side, Payne, 3's up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Rachel Snyder. Snyder, an outlet pass to Riggs. Riggs down the right side, angles back here towards the middle. Out front to Kuiper. Kuiper to the near side, Cave. Left all alone, 3 is up, and no good long. Rebounded by Macy for E-Town. Macy's going to take it up the floor. The 8th grader will set it up to the right wing to Can into the corner to Payne. They leave her all alone from 3. Inside to Macy. Macy spin move on the right block, turns it around. The shot is good, near baseline. Leah Macy has 8 points. The 8th grader doing whatever she wants on the inside. Kuiper is fouled, no whistle, and it's going to be stolen away by E-Town. Freeman, fast break, down the left side, layup, good. 12-6, E-Town has doubled up the Lady Cougars. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Robinson with the basketball. Gives it out front here to Kuiper. Kuiper to the left wing to Snyder. Snyder drives near baseline, gets around the defender. Flip shot, no good. Rebounded by Clark. Underneath for the Lady Panthers. Gives it back to Freeman. Freeman breaks the timeline. Off to the far side. 3 up and no good by E-Town on the far side. Rebounded by Snyder. And she has it ripped away, and we're going to have a jump ball called underneath. And it's going to be E-Town basketball. That was a very quick jump ball on the inside by the official. And now they're talking about whose basketball it should be. Donnie Sweeney says it's his ball. I'm not sure whose basketball it is. It is E-Town basketball. Reagan Cave tried to pull a fast one underneath and see if the official would give her the ball. Clark passes to the far side to Can. They let her shoot the 3. It is no good short. Rebounded by Macy. Macy goes up off the right side and is fouled by Reagan Cave. So it'll be Macy to the free throw line for Cave. It's her first and the team's first. And to the free throw line will be Leah Macy, 77.4% on the season. Her first free throw is good. Macy on the season, 22nd in the state in scoring, 37th in free throw percentage, 3rd in rebounding. She's already been recognized as one of the top players in that class of 2025. She makes both free throws there. She has 10 points, and it's 14-6 E-Town, 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Riggs back to the middle to Robinson. Robinson gives it over to Riggs on the far side with 23 seconds and counting. Far side, Cave, passes to the near side to Snyder. Snyder to Robinson, turns it around, left side, jumper, no good. Rebound by Riggs off the right side. She's stripped and fouled by Can. On the inside, and Arissa Riggs is going to go to the free throw line after Brooklyn Can picks up the first foul of her game. And she will shoot 2. Free throw by Riggs is up and good. Riggs on the season, 56.2%. As Robinson will check out and Brianna Dennis will check in for the Lady Cougars. And the second free throw, no good by Riggs, rebounded by Macy. Macy, an outlet pass to Freeman. Freeman on the right wing, drives near baseline, picks it up to the free throw line. Macy takes the shot. It's no good short. Rebound on the floor by Franklin. Franklin off the right side is fouled by Dennis. And Kenzie Franklin's going to go to the free throw line for Brianna Dennis. That is her first and the team's second. Franklin to the line, 57.7%. She's attempted the second most free throws on the team. The sophomore forward goes to the free throw line. Free throw coming. It's no good off the back of the iron. Briley Renfro will check in. Arissa Riggs will check out for the Lady Cougars. 2.7 on the clock here in the first quarter. Free throws up, no good, missing them both. Rebounded by Dennis. Dennis to Cave on the near side, and Grayson County's not going to get a shot off. The end of one. It is E-Town 14, Grayson County 7. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It was a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig. The free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars trail this one 14-7 at the end of the first half of play. Sam Gormley with you tonight, as Lady Panthers really been able to do whatever they want on the inside, and they enter this game as 25th best team in the team in field goal percentage and 30th best in the state in scoring, and they're showing exactly why in this game. Cave outside to Renfro. Renfro drives down to the right block to Dennis. Dennis off to Snyder. Snyder spins towards the middle and is fouled hard by Kenzie Franklin. For Franklin, that'll be her first and the team's third. Rachel Snyder will go to the free throw line. 65.2% on the season for the senior. She enters this game. First free throw is good there by Snyder. Snyder enters this game with 967 career points. So she's now up to 972. So we are in 1,000-point watch club here for Rachel Snyder as she makes both of those free throws. So she's up to 973 for her career. Something to keep an eye on as we close down on this regular season. Inside to Freeman. Freeman, a jump pass to the near side to Clark, and Clark gives it outside to a new player to the game, Dornan. Inside to a shot off the right block is no good by Franklin. She gets the rebound back, and a reach-in foul's called on Reagan Cave. That is her second and the team's third, and back to the free throw line will be Kenzie Franklin. Franklin's going to shoot 0 of 2 in this game as it's 14-9. E-Town leads Grayson County in this one, as the first free throw is good by Kenzie Franklin. Ella Robinson going to check back in the game. Reagan Cave will take a seat with those two fouls. See, it's good to see Mr. Spirit here tonight. He's sitting down on the bleachers underneath of this basket that Franklin's shooting on. Free throw's no good. Macy gets the rebound and puts it up and in. Ted Hill's immediately going to take a timeout, probably not happy with Leah Macy getting an easy layup and laying it in. It's 17-9 E-Town. As we'll take a break and come back with a little bit more, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
It's 17-9 E-Town on top of this one. As Ted Hill talked about it in the open, that he really wanted his team to rebound the basketball, especially with Leah Macy. As he said in our pregame talk with him, he said that Macy is a great rebounder and she gets a high percentage of her points on offensive rebounds and putbacks. So he wanted to try and limit that here in this game. Well, guess what? She just had about the easiest putback on the missed free throw by Kenzie Franklin. And that's immediately why Ted Hill took the quick full timeout, and I don't know that I necessarily blame him. Probably a frustration timeout for sure by the Cougar head coach. Kuiper out of the timeout, breaks the timeline, straight away with the basketball, outside to Renfro. And Renfro gets it back to Kuiper. Kuiper over to the right side, gets a screen from Dennis, drives far baseline, outside to Renfro. Renfro back to Kuiper on the far side. Kuiper with the left hand, drives in, gets around the defender, flip shot off the left side, way high off the glass, no good, rebounded by Macy for the Lady Panthers. Macy pushing up the near side, an outlet pass over to the far side to Dornan. Dornan gives it out front to Freeman, Freeman back to Dornan. Now back to Macy. Macy cross court, and Robinson knocks it out of bounds as Macy tried a cross court pass to the near side to Sarah Clark. And it was knocked out of bounds by Ella Robinson. Freeman with the basketball straight away for Elizabethtown. With 7 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the second quarter. Right side Dornan, outside to Freeman. Freeman to the left wing to Clark. Clark back out front now to Dornan. Dornan to the right side to Freeman. Freeman, jab step, drives in, 10 feet, right side floater, no good. Rebound, Robinson loses it, and it's going to go out of bounds off of E-Town. That could have been bad there for Grayson County to give the Lady Panthers another chance in this game. 17-9, E-Town on top, 6:18 to play in the second quarter. Robinson breaks the timeline, gives it to Kuiper. Kuiper down to the right block to Dennis. Nice job on the press break offense. Kuiper finds Dennis. Grayson County's brought this game back to within 6 here. At 17-11 with 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. Inside, Robinson gets her hand on it. Saved in bounds though by Franklin. Swings it over to the left wing to Freeman. Freeman to Macy. Free throw line jumper is good. I'm not sure Leah Macy has missed in tonight's game. Kuiper down the near side. Picks it up in the near corner. Jump pass stolen away by Macy. Macy, fast break, working 1-on-2 down the left wing. Goes up, Euro step, shot is up and walks with it. Sean Williams isn't going to let that Euro step go. The official on the far side. He says this isn't the NBA, I'm not calling it. 19-11, E-Town still on top of this one. 5 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the second quarter. Kuiper on the left wing, and she has it stolen away by Dornan. Dornan quickly pushing up the near side, angles back towards the middle. Straight away, pass outside, and thinking about the three was Franklin. She takes a left side shot, and the late whistle is blown on Grayson County. Franklin took that shot, landed, and was bumped by Brianna Dennis. For Dennis, that is her second. Team's fourth. They're going to give Freeman free throws here, or Franklin free throws. She's 1 of 4 in this game. And that first one is good. Reagan Cave going to check back in with those 2 fouls. Franklin's second free throw comes. It's off the back of the iron. No good. Snyder with a rebound for the Lady Cougars. 20-11. E-Town on top of this one. To the free throw line. Robinson loses it, gains it back, but it's stolen away by Dornan. Dornan, fast break, down the left side. Goes up with a flip shot off the left side. No good, but she's fouled by Grayson County. They're going to say it's on the floor, though. No shooting foul. Briley Renfro picks up the foul. That is her first and the team's 5th. One official says 2 shots. One official says it's on the floor. They are going to give her a shooting foul. So it's going to be Dornan to the line. First free throw is good. Dornan, a 73.3% free throw shooter. Second free throw, good as well. E-Town has their largest lead of this game at 22-11. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the second quarter. To the right wing to Snyder. She's left all alone. Interior pass is stolen away by Franklin. And Franklin walks or double dribble in the backcourt. And that can bail out Grayson County in this one. 5 minutes and 2 seconds to play in the second quarter. 22-11. E-Town leads Grayson County. Lady Panthers again enter this game with a record of 17-0. But we have a kickball. Grayson County going to keep the basketball. This is E-Town's 5th game in the last 6 days. Or sorry, 4th game in the last 5 days. No, it is 5th game in the last 6 days, as they played Franklin County last week, Meade County, Henderson County, and John Hardin. The only day off that they had was Sunday. Straight away to Snyder. Snyder, another pass interior is stolen away, and it's out of bounds off of Grayson County. And it's going to be back towards E-Town basketball. 4 minutes, 46 seconds to play here in the second quarter, 22-11. E-Town on top. Breaking the timeline will be Kara Freeman. Setting up the offense. Slowly working, turns and looks back at the head coach, Donnie Sweeney, again in his 5th season. 136-18 overall. Out front to Dornan. Dornan gives it to Freeman. Freeman swings it to the near side to Clark. Clark back outside to Dornan. Dornan to Freeman. Freeman on the right wing. Back to Clark. Clark inside to Franklin. Takes one dribble, spins towards the far side. Goes up with a wild shot. It's no good. And a rebound's going to be a jump ball underneath. As both Snyder and Macy were going for it on the inside. And the jump ball will keep the possession with the Lady Panthers. 22-11. E-Town on top of this one. 4 minutes and 13 seconds to play in the second quarter. They give it inside to Franklin. Right side shot, no good. Rebounded by Snyder for the Lady Cougars. Snyder will break the timeline straight away. 4 minutes to play in the second. Snyder spins at the free throw line towards the far side. Too hard on the layup. Rebounded by Macy. Macy, an outlet pass to Freeman. Freeman will push for the Lady Panthers. Back towards the middle. Jump pass here to the near side. Transition three is no good. It's an air ball. Rebounded by Snyder. Snyder, an outlet pass off to Kuiper. Kuiper back towards the middle. Free throw line. Passes outside to Snyder on the right wing. Inside to Robinson. Robinson cross court to Cave. Left all alone to Snyder. Snyder drives down the right lane. Goes up with a shot, and she's fouled by E-Town on the drive. I believe it's going to be called on Sarah Clark. No, it's on Macy. And it's her first and the team's fourth. And it'll be Rachel Snyder back to the free throw line, 2 of 2 tonight. We'll have a sub into the game for E-Town after this free throw, which Snyder knocks down. This is Brooklyn Can will check back into the game. And checking out will be Clark. Also into the game for E-Town, Presley Payne. She checks back in. Second free throw, no good. Rebound on the floor is E-Town. Annie Kuiper almost came down with it, but the taller Franklin is the one that pulls it down. Franklin has it straight away to the left wing to Freeman. They left her all alone. Back outside to Franklin, to the near side to Payne. Payne fires a pass inside to Macy. Macy just has to knock it right back out. Freeman, three, far side, in and out. Riggs with a rebound for the Lady Cougars. Off to Snyder on the far side. Snyder looks to push down the right side, loses the ball. Robinson's there to pick it up. Down to Kuiper. Kuiper far baseline. Gives it to Cave in the near side. Out to the right wing to Snyder. Snyder's interior pass. Robinson gets it back. Shots up. Good. And Robinson will go to the free throw line. As that foul's called on Kara Freeman. That is her first and the team's fifth. As Snyder will take a seat. Gracie Franklin will check in for the Lady Cougars as Ella Robinson will try to convert on the and one. Robinson, a 63.6% free throw shooter on the season. Free throw is in and out. Rebounded by Macy for E-Town. Macy finds the senior Freeman who breaks the timeline. Cross court to Payne. Payne to Macy on the right wing. Cross court to Can. Left all alone. Back outside to Freeman. Lady Cougars in that zone defense. Right side Payne. Fires a pass to the left wing to Can. Can back outside to Freeman. She has to jump high up to grab it. Donnie Sweeney is going to yell out a play call for this E-Town Lady Panther offense. Near side Macy nearly loses the ball into Ted Hill. They throw it to the free throw line to Freeman. Freeman down to Franklin. Right block shot is good. Franklin came down the near baseline. And in an easy layup down this right side. And it is E-Town 24, Grayson County 14. 2 minutes and 18 seconds to play in the second quarter. Kuiper gets a screen from Robinson. Outside to Riggs. Riggs gets another screen from Robinson. Throws it out front to Franklin. Franklin's a three-point specialist. She's going to shoot a lot of her shots from that range. Riggs with the basketball straight away. Needs to find help. Finds it inside with Kuiper. And timeout will be taken by Ted Hill on the inside. As Ted Hill probably saw that possession, nothing was working there. Because of that, he just decided to take a quick, I believe it is only a 30-second timeout for Hill there. Try to see if we can't bring you some score updates from around the region as we're sitting here. As in boys basketball in the Louisville area, Louisville Trinity leads Louisville Western 10-9 at the end of the first quarter. Girls basketball, Metcalfe County on top of Greenwood 18-17 at the end of the first quarter. And that appears to really be all of the scores that we have to bring you as of right now. As a game that'll be tipping off here in about an hour will be Henderson County and Whitesville Trinity in boys basketball. As our score, though, again, E-Town 24, Grayson County 14. If you're Grayson County with 1 minute and 58 seconds here to play in the second quarter, it's probably one of these things that you just want to try and see if you can't maybe get a couple buckets here. If you can bring this to within 6 or 7 at the half, that's a big win. Kuiper to pass in from underneath their own basket. 1:58 on the clock here in this second quarter. Kuiper fakes the pass down to the right block to Snyder. Layup no good. Robinson, the putback good. Robinson did a nice job and got the roll on the rim. I don't know how Snyder's didn't fall, but Robinson did a nice job following. And Grayson County's brought this to within 8, 24-16, 1:41 to play. Out to the far side, three, left wing, no good. Rebound on the floor is Payne with the basketball. To Macy. Macy swings it out front to Freeman's. Three straight away, in and out. Rebounded by Snyder for Grayson County. An outlet pass off to Riggs. Riggs will push down the left side. Angles back towards the far side. Shot is up into the rim. She was too far underneath when she shot it. And there for the rebound is Franklin. Franklin will push for E-Town. She drives coast to coast, kicks it to Macy. Three near side is no good. Rebounded on the floor by E-Town. Can is the one that comes down with it. Payne on the left wing, outside to Can. Can in the far corner, back to Payne. Payne takes a dribble and almost a double dribble there as she bobbled it, I guess, beforehand. Inside pass to Franklin. Robinson knocks out of bounds. 56.3 seconds on the clock. It is 24-16, E-Town on top of this one. Sub into the game for E-Town will be Sarah Clark, the sophomore forward. And taking a seat will be the senior Presley Payne. They throw it out front to Franklin, who will take the three straight away. It's way off to the right. Rebounded by Riggs. Riggs, an outlet pass off to Kuiper. Kuiper to the far side to Snyder. Snyder's going to set up the offense here, and he'll take hold for the final shot. He might, with 40 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Right wing, Kuiper with the basketball. Kuiper with the left hand. Dribbles. Jumps pass inside to Snyder. Bouncing around, and E-Town saves it inbounds. Now Riggs will knock it out of bounds, but it's still going to stay E-Town basketball. 26.7 seconds to play in the second quarter. It is 24-16. Sub into the game, Dornan will check in. Franklin will take a seat for the Lady Panthers. Again, it is 24-16, E-Town on top. 26.7 seconds and counting to play here in the first half. Breaking the timeline will be Freeman. Freeman to the free throw line, turning it around. Clark, shot is up, no good. Snyder with a rebound with 13 seconds. Lady Cougars can work with 12 seconds. Snyder breaks the timeline across the left side with 8 seconds. Snyder loses the ball, and it's run down by E-Town. 5 seconds. They can still get a shot off with 3 seconds. Crosses half court, down to Dornan. Dornan throws it away. And E-Town's not going to get a shot off, and at the end of the first half, it is 24-16. E-Town leads the Lady Cougars, as this is Lady Cougar basketball right here on 103.9 The Moose.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Then again, I feel like the coach told them to take a bunch of threes and try to give them a goal. They're like,
anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music
I can't keep track of that.
See what they dancing to. I go play piano downstairs. They come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
Keep side nets and doors closed.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
At the half, it is Grayson County trailing E-Town 24-16, and if you're Ted Hill, honestly, you got to be pretty happy with that first half of play. I mean, like we were just talking a second ago, you're a few, taking some of those turnovers away from this being a two-possession game. And, I mean, really, you're down by 8, and you didn't play great. At the same time, E-Town probably saying the same thing. We're up 8, and we didn't play great. So now the question is who can make those adjustments at halftime and come back with a win in this second half of play. And it's E-Town 24, Grayson County 16 coming up on our halftime show. We'll run down the scoring from this game, some scores from around the region, and more, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. Physicians and public health professionals are trying to protect us because our healthcare system would be overwhelmed if too many people get seriously ill. We have to take their advice seriously. So, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home. And disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Farm and Home Store.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
T-Town 24, Grayson County 16 at the end of the first half of play. Try to run down a score or two from around the region, see what we have to bring you right now. Again, as we just looked a few minutes ago, there wasn't a whole lot going on tonight. Of course, on our sister station, K105, beginning here in about 90 minutes, Kentucky taking on Ole Miss. In fact, countdown to tip-off just began over on our sister station, so you can join in on that game and listen to that as soon as our game is over here today. Girls basketball at the half, Glasgow leads Clinton County 31-28. Boys basketball, Central Hardin on top of E-Town 14-12. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter of that one. That is a potential big upset going on in the E-Town area tonight. Let's see other scores to bring you at the half. Greenwood leads Metcalfe County 38-33. And again, really, that's all of the scores that we have to bring you is on a Tuesday evening. Usually that there's a ton going on, but with us starting a little bit earlier than we usually would, it's not a ton going on. Our score, though, it is 24 for E-Town and 16 for Grayson County. We'll run down the scoring from the first half after this, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball right here on Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Country Station 103.9 The Moose.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars trail the Lady Panthers 24-16 at the half. Try to run down the scoring from this game right now. For E-Town, it's Leah Macy. She leads the way with 14 points. Kenzie Franklin has six points. And Kara Freeman and Kyra Dornan both have 6 points. For Grayson County, it's Rachel Snyder leading the way with 7 points. 4 points for Ella Robinson, 2 points for Brianna Dennis and for Reagan Cave, and 1 point for Arissa Riggs. For Grayson County here in this second half, the biggest thing in this is going to be how you start. If you do not start well, E-Town can easily bring this one out to a 15, 20-point lead, and then you're done. But if you can get the basketball, I'm not sure who's starting off. It is Grayson County ball to start the second half. If you can get a quick basket, you can make this thing really interesting. Like we mentioned, this is E-Town's 5th game in the last 6 days. In a lot of ways, this is a trap game. Coming up on the 5th, which is Friday night, they play Bardstown, who's maybe the second best team in their region. Then they play Greenwood, one of the top teams in the 4th region. So they've got some big games coming up. This is a good time to try and catch them sleeping, but I'm sure is what we saw from head coach Johnny Sweeney as they made their way inside the locker room. I'm sure that he's waking them up if they weren't awake in that first half, as he's leading them out right now. As the second half is coming up next, Grayson County trails this one 24-16. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on the Moose.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
Being prepared is a part of who you are. But it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Welcome back to the start of the second half here between Grayson County and Elizabethtown. 24-16, the number 1 team in the state. The Lady Panthers are on top of the Lady Cougars in this one. Lady Cougars going to start the half with the basketball. And they'll switch sides, working from left to right on your radio dial. As looks like they are going to go with their starters, Snyder, Cave, Robinson, Kuiper, and Riggs. E-Town looks like they're going to go with their starters as well. You're going to have Freeman, Payne, Clark, Macy, and Franklin on the floor. So it'll be Grayson County basketball here to start this second half, as it'll be Annie Kuiper. She'll break the timeline and give it off to Arissa Riggs. Grayson County's got to get off to a good start in this half if they want to try and take down the number 1 team. And there's a shot inside the lane. Basket good by Rachel Snyder. She's up to 9 points in this game, and the lead is now 6 for E-Town. Perfect play call from Ted Hill out of the halftime break. Freeman, cross court to Clark. Clark on the right wing, inside to Franklin. Franklin takes one dribble off the right side, blocked by Robinson. She comes up and pushes for Grayson County. Off to Kuiper. Kuiper to the near side to Snyder. Snyder inside to Robinson, who walks with it. Robinson just ever so slightly bobbled it, and that forced her to bobble the ball and walk with it. And it's going to be 24-18. E-Town's going to get the basketball back, and that was a huge opportunity for Grayson County in this basketball game. Let's see if the defense can lead to offense, as crossing the timeline will be the senior Freeman. Over to the right wing to Clark. Clark to the far side to Macy. Macy had a big first half, 14 points, leading all scorers. Clark outside to Freeman. Freeman straight away to the left wing. Left all alone is Payne, and she tries an interior pass as she thought that Macy was on the right block, but Macy was actually on the left block, and Rachel Snyder punched that basketball out of bounds. 7:03 to play in the third quarter. It's 24-18. Elizabethtown leads Grayson County. Freeman to the far side to Macy. It's a handoff pass to Freeman. Freeman drives down, back inside to Franklin off the right side. The layup's no good. Cave with the rebound for the Lady Cougars. An outlet pass to Kuiper is stolen away by Payne. Payne picks up her dribble, loses it, gains it back, fires out to Freeman. Freeman down the left side. Jump pass to Clark. Clark down to the right block. To the baseline jumper by Macy is no good. Freeman with the rebound for the Lady Panthers. Driving in is Payne. Outside to Clark. Three, right wing is no good. Short. Rebounded by Robinson for the Lady Cougars. Robinson gives it off to Kuiper. Kuiper will break the timeline across the high side of the floor. Kuiper drives in and keeps her dribble going as it looks like she lost it. She's going to take a three from the left wing. It's no good. Robinson gets the rebound. Falling down with it is Kuiper underneath. And jump ball will be the call, and it's going to be back towards Lady Panther basketball. 24-18. E-Town leads Grayson County. 6 minutes and 21 seconds to play here in the third quarter as the Lady Cougars looking to make a huge statement in the state. As E-Town enters tonight's game with a record of 17-0. The RPI number 5 team in the state. The AP number 1 team in the state. Left wing, Payne into the near corner to Freeman. Guarded by Robinson, down to the right block to Franklin. Left side, good. Kenzie Franklin absorbed the contact, kept her balance, and used the right hand to put it in off that left side. And E-Town gets their first basket of this second half. Kuiper straight away to Riggs. Riggs loses it, and it goes over and back. That's a tough break there for Grayson County. 5:49 to play in the third quarter. 26-18, and it's these little mistakes like that that you just can't have happen if you're trying to beat one of the top teams in the state. Left wing, Clark, inside to Macy, turnaround jumper is blocked by Grayson County. Robinson gets the rebound. Robinson to Riggs. Riggs breaks the timeline to Snyder. Snyder splits defenders, drives down the right lane, shot's no good, rebounded by Clark. Clark throws the ball away though for E-Town, and it's going to go back towards Grayson County basketball. 5:29 to play in the third quarter, 26-18. Lady Panthers on top of the Lady Cougars. Riggs with the basketball to pass in. Finds Kuiper in the backcourt. Kuiper guarded by Freeman. Man-to-man defense for the Lady Panthers. Kuiper drives in, loses the ball, throws it to Cave in the near corner. Cave nearly lost it. She throws it out front to Riggs. Riggs to Robinson. Robinson to Kuiper on the right wing to Cave in the near corner. Cave out to Kuiper, and I think this is one of these things where Grayson County's just got to start over on offense. Kuiper drives down, loses the ball on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession's going to stay with Grayson County. 26-18. E-Town leads Grayson County. 5:04 to play in the third quarter. Checking into the game will be Dornan for E-Town. She's got 2 points in the first half. Gracie Franklin will check into the game for Reagan Cave for Grayson County. Franklin got a few minutes in that second quarter, did not score. Kuiper to pass in. And throws it into the left wing to Robinson. Robinson back to Kuiper on the far side. Kuiper gets a screen from Robinson. Now is guarded by Franklin. That's probably a good mismatch that they'd like. To the right wing to Riggs. Riggs into the corner to Franklin. She'll take the three. Right side. Good! Three-pointer by Gracie Franklin. Grayson County has brought this game to within 5, 26-21. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the third quarter. To the right elbow to Macy. Macy drives out, kicks it out front now to Freeman. Straight away with the basketball. Gives it to Dornan on the left side. Dornan cross court to Payne. Left all alone on the right wing. Picked up by Riggs. Dornan cross court here. Drives down the left wing. Gets around the defender. Shot left side. Good. Dornan gets her 4th points of the game. And the E-Town lead is back to 7 at 28-21. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Left wing Riggs to the far side to Snyder. Snyder has a mismatch on the guard. She's double teamed in that far corner though. Outside to Riggs. Riggs cross court here to Kuiper. Kuiper to the near side to Franklin. Just hit a three, did Gracie. Inside to the right elbow to Snyder. Drives down, loses the ball, and it's stolen away by E-Town. Fast break, an outlet pass to Macy. Macy down the right lane, runs right over Annie Kuiper, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Leah Macy. Annie Kuiper did a masterful job of staying in front of Leah Macy. And Macy, when she went to make her move, just extended the ball ever so slightly. And the Lady Cougars get the basketball back here. 28-21, E-Town on top. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Kuiper straight away with the basketball to the left wing to Riggs. Riggs ball fake to the free throw line to Robinson. Robinson to Kuiper. 3, right wing is no good off the back of the iron. Snyder with a rebound for Grayson County. Off the right side, basket's good, and she's fouled by E-Town. Snyder will go to the free throw line to try and convert on the and one. Foul called on Dornan. Her first and the team's first. Snyder to try and convert on the and one. This would be to make it a 4-point game. As taking a seat will be Presley Payne for E-Town. Checking in for her will be Sarah Clark. Snyder to the line to try and convert on the and one. She's 3 of 4 from the line tonight. You can make that 4 of 5. 28-24. Grayson County trails by 4 in this one. 3 minutes and 34 seconds to play in the third quarter. Right side Dornan to the left wing to Clark. Clark outside to Freeman, nearly stolen away by Riggs. To the right side Dornan, inside to Franklin. She spins around and walks with it. She was trying to get around Rachel Snyder, but great defense on the inside by the senior Snyder. And Grayson County has a chance to make this a one-possession game. It is 28-24, 3:18 to play in the third quarter. Kuiper gets a screen from Robinson, picks up her dribble, outside to Riggs. Riggs to Franklin, near side 3 is no good long. Rebounded by Macy for the Lady Panthers. Macy loops a pass off to Freeman on the outlet. Freeman pushes, free throw line, drives down the left side, layup, no good. Robinson with the rebound for Grayson County. Robinson gives it to Snyder. Snyder will push up the far side of the floor. Snyder drives down the left side, splits defenders, absorbs contact, shots no good, but she's fouled by E-Town. As that foul is called on Franklin, that is her second and the team's second. Leah Macy, the 8th grader, was out there. She wanted a walk on the play from the official. So did Donnie Sweeney. Snyder to the line, she will shoot 2. She's a 65% shooter on the season, and that one is good. She's one of those players, she's very streaky. She reminds me a lot of Nolan Schartzer for the Cougar boys last year, where if his first one went in, it was usually a good sign. Snyder's second free throw is up, no good. Rebounded by Clark for E-Town. It's 28-25. E-Town leads Grayson County. Left wing Freeman. Out front to Franklin. She has to reach out high to grab it. To Clark. It's knocked out of bounds by Snyder. 2 minutes and 46 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Grayson County trails by 3 in this game. They're playing a really good third quarter. We talked that a good start was going to be key to this quarter, and they've done just that. Freeman is left all alone in the corner. She drives down near baseline, goes up, loses it, stolen away by Snyder. Snyder will push. Lady Cougars have numbers, and she throws it just out of the reach of Annie Kuiper. And it's going to go back towards E-Town basketball. 2 minutes and 37 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's 28-25. E-Town leads Grayson County in this one. Again, the Lady Panthers 17-0. They haven't lost since the Sweet 16 last season. They were one of only 5 games played in the Sweet 16 before it was canceled due to coronavirus. Right side, Dornan with the basketball. Cross court here to Clark. Clark drives near baseline, absorbs the contact, throws it out front here to Freeman. Freeman over to Dornan. Right wing 3, up and good. That's a big time 3, Dornan. She shoots 31% from 3 on the season. And it's 31-25. E-Town leads this one. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Right side, Snyder with the basketball. Cross court to the left wing to Kuiper. Kuiper drives near baseline, spins around, finds it outside now to Snyder. Snyder guarded by Macy, throws it out front to the sophomore Riggs. Riggs to Franklin on the right wing. Franklin has her pass back into her hands, and it's stolen away by E-Town. Freeman down the right side, kicks it out to Macy. Right wing 3 in transition is no good long. Rebounded by Riggs for the Lady Cougars. 1:35 to play in the third quarter. Grayson County has a pass stolen away, and we're going to have a foul called on Riggs as Dornan took it away, and Riggs went to try and get it back, but made a little bit too much contact when she did that. That's her first and the team's first of this second half. So it's going to be Lady Panther basketball. 1 minute and 32 seconds to play here in the third quarter. It is E-Town 31, Grayson County 25. We're going to have a timeout on the floor taken by E-Town. We're going to take it with them. 1 minute and 32 seconds to play in the third. It's 31-25. This is Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
It's 31-25. E-Town leads this one over Grayson County with 1 minute and 32 seconds to play in the third quarter. Lady Cougars playing very well in this game. They are giving E-Town everything that they have in this. Is again E-Town, when you look at them, one of the top teams in this area. 7 straight 5th Region Championship games. They've won 5 times. They lost in the Sweet 16 last season. They're just a really, really good team. Macy has the ball, gives it to Clark on the left wing, inside to Franklin, who loses it and throws it into the hands of Ella Robinson for Grayson County, and I think Franklin might be hurt. It's going to be a fast break here, and they're going to stop the clock. And Ted Hill says that's okay, and I hope Franklin is okay here for E-Town, as she is not getting up on the baseline. Kenzie Franklin tonight, 8 points for the sophomore forward, as she took a hard fall, and I hope she is okay underneath of the basket. 1 minute and 13 seconds to play here in the third quarter. It's 31-25. E-Town leads Grayson County in this game. The Lady Cougars will have the basketball. In fact, we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout and come back with more. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
E-Town's Kenzie Franklin walked off on her own power, and it's a good sign. Hopefully she is okay. As out of this injury timeout, it's going to be Grayson County basketball. 1:13 to play here in the third quarter. It is 31-25. Lady Cougars looking to stun the state tonight. But they still got a ways to go as they trail still by 6, but it's one shot at a time. Kuiper is trapped in the backcourt, finds Riggs though to help. Riggs with a right hand, a handoff pass to Robinson. Robinson is way deep on the right side, probably not where they want her to handle the basketball. To the volleyball line to Riggs. Riggs gives it back here to Kuiper. 55 seconds and counting to play in the third quarter. Lady Cougars trail by 6. Kuiper on the right wing, picks up her dribble, needs to find help with someone, and that's going to be a walk. And it's going to be possession back here towards E-Town. Ted Hill didn't seem to agree with the call from the official. And with 49.2 seconds to play here in the third quarter, the Lady Panthers are going to get this basketball back. Freeman, the senior, will break the timeline straight away. To the right wing, to now the free throw line, turning around, Dornan, jumper, good. 33-25. Grayson County is in a danger zone here with 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Snyder into the middle, has it in between the circles, drives down the left side, loses the ball, it's stolen away by Freeman. Fast break down the left side for E-Town. No look pass to Dornan on the left block, and she, jump ball. Ooh, she got away with a little bit of a walk before the jump ball, but it is going to be E-Town basketball underneath of their own basket with 19.5 seconds on the clock here. It is 33-25. Lady Panthers on top. They throw it to the right elbow to Macy. Macy walks with it at the right side, and that time it will be a walk. 18 seconds here on the clock. And Donnie Sweeney asks for Macy, just shoot the ball, don't drive. You were left wide open on the right side. Drain it. You can make it from out there. Riggs has the basketball with 10 seconds on the clock. Needing to get Grayson County's got to get a basket here. Riggs drives down the left side. Layup is blocked by Macy. And here come the Lady Panthers. Macy, an outlet pass to Dornan. Dornan, layup at the buzzer is good off the left side. That's a killer for Grayson County. At the end of the third quarter, it is E-Town 35, Grayson County 25. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Being prepared is a part of who you are. But it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
A Dornan show in that fourth quarter. As she finished in that quarter there, she only had 2 points in all of the first half. But in the fourth quarter, she had 9 points, so she's up to 11. She's only averaging 5.7 points a game. But she hit that big shot at the buzzer there on the layup that kills for Grayson County. You had this one to within 6. And Eattown goes on that little 4-0 run. So it's 35-25. It will be Lady Cougar basketball to start this fourth quarter. Lady Cougars taking on, again, the #1 team in the state here tonight. As we start this fourth quarter of play, it will be Grayson County basketball. They work from left to right, and the pass is knocked out of bounds by Payne for the Lady Panthers. It's going to stay Grayson County basketball. Eattown's doing a little bit what Webster County did on Saturdays, getting their hands in passing lanes. Kuiper into the near corner to Robinson. Robinson dribbles with the left hand to the right elbow to Snyder. Snyder bodies up Macy, turns it around. The bank is no good. Rebound bouncing around, and it's Riggs who comes down for Grayson County. Outside to Snyder. Snyder down to the left block to Cave, who's back into the game. Inside to Robinson. Corrals, and she's fouled by Payne on the inside. And Donnie Sweeney not happy with his player there, as she was clearly bent over. And for Sarah Clark, that is her second and the team's fourth of the second half. And it'll be Ella Robinson to the free throw line. She's 0 of 1 tonight. She's got 4 points in tonight's game. She will shoot 2. The first free throw is up and short. When you're playing a good team, gotta make your free throws. Gotta find a way to knock them in. Second free throw for the senior. She gets her feet in line, dribbles it a couple of times, lets it fly, and it is good. 35-26, Eattown on top of this one. 7.5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. To the right side to Payne. Payne swings it out here to the left wing to Freeman. Freeman out front to Clark. Clark throws it away. Grayson County basketball. 35-26, 7:16 to play in the game. Eattown still leads by 9, but Grayson County is being very pesky, staying in this game. Riggs being chased backwards, gets a screen from Robinson, looked to get it back to Robinson and walks with it. She thought Robinson was still at the top of the key, but Robinson was moving down the left lane, and because of that, it's a turnover for Grayson County, and Eattown's going to get another chance to try and put this game back to double figures at 35-26. Left wing, Dornan with the basketball. Out front to Clark, over to the right wing to Freeman. Freeman out front to Payne. Payne fakes a pass to the middle, gives it back out front now to Dornan. Dornan to the right side to Payne. Payne guarded by Snyder, loses the dribble into Macy in the far corner. Outside Freeman. Freeman drives in, dumps a pass to the left side, layup good. That was Sarah Clark. She gets her first basket of the game. And Eattown's lead is up to 11. 37-26, 6.5 minutes to play in tonight's game. Snyder with the basketball, drives down the left side, spins, gets around the defender, shot is up, good. Nice job by Rachel Snyder to knock down the open shot. She's up to 15 points in this game, and Grayson County their deficit is back to 9. Near side Clark, to the left wing to Freeman. Freeman back to Clark on the near side. She'll take the three. That one's no good. Rebounded by Snyder for Grayson County. Snyder, an outlet pass off to Riggs, is knocked out of bounds by Dornan. Dornan and Payne are, again, I can almost use that pesky word, and that's for a defender, that's one of the best compliments you can get. They get into passing lanes at a high level. As Dornan is 5'6", Payne is 5'1", they do a great job at getting their hands in passes. Franklin is into the game for Grayson County, and we have a timeout taken by Grayson County. 37-28, Eattown leads this one, 5:47 to play. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on the
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
(37-28). Grayson County trails this one against E-Town. So we've got just over 5 minutes to play in this game as Grayson County has done a great job just fighting in this game. I mean, in Ted Hill, you heard him talk in the open. That's what he wanted from his team. He wanted to see fight. He wanted to see them battle because he knew that if they battled, they could at least stay in this game. The last thing he wanted to do is see what he saw on Saturday against Webster County, another very good team. And when the lead got up, you just kind of, I don't want to say quit, but you fold. And one thing that Grayson County has not done, and there are still 5 minutes and 47 seconds to play in this game, is they've not folded. And if you're Ted Hill, you've got to be happy about that. Because when you look at this, E-Town is the #1 team in the state. And they're the #1 team in the state for good reason. They've beaten some good teams. And they beat that Webster County team. Just on Saturday, they defeated Henderson County, one of the other top teams in the state, 51-48 at Henderson County. They played a tough schedule. They have their record to hang on it. Kuiper gets a screen from Snyder, throws it out front here to Robinson. Out of the timeout, it's a 9-point deficit for Grayson County. Robinson to the right side to Cave. Cave nearly lost it. Gains it back. Cave to the left wing to Franklin. Franklin is double-teamed, needs to find help. Franklin drives down for inside the free throw line, throws it away, but Snyder runs it down in the far corner. Snyder dribbles with the right hand, guarded by Freeman. Defensive pressure is picking up here for E-Town. Out front to Kuiper. Kuiper, a behind-the-back dribble, keeps it going. Gives it back to Snyder. Snyder gives it now to the left wing to Cave. Cave to Snyder. Snyder drives down the left side, falls down with it, and it's out of bounds. 37-28, 5:06 to play here in the fourth quarter. E-Town still leads Grayson County. Lady Cougars trying to fight back in this basketball game as it's Leah Macy with the basketball on the left wing. Handoff pass to Dornan, outside to Freeman. As Macy had 14 points in the first half, has not scored since then. Grayson County's done a nice job keeping her out as they right now have a double team on her on the inside. Freeman straight away to the right elbow to Macy. Macy gives it back to Freeman. Freeman drives in, floater inside the lane is no good. Rebounded by Robinson for Grayson County. Robinson will start taking it up the court and finds Kuiper, who's going to set up the offense for Grayson County. 4.5 minutes to play. Grayson County trails by 9. Cave on the right wing. Inside to Snyder. Snyder's double teamed, spins towards the near side and is fouled by, I believe, Leah Macy. And Snyder's going to go to the free throw line. It is on Macy. That is her third. Team's fifth. 4 minutes and 21 seconds, and Snyder will shoot 2. The first one coming for the senior is good. Checking into the game is Kenzie Franklin for E-Town, and that's a good sign. She left the game with a little bit of a injury earlier. That's a good sign to see her back in the game. You never want to see any player get hurt, especially her who's having a big game. Snyder's second free throw is in and out. Rebound taken away by Cave for Grayson County. That's how you can do it if you miss a free throw. Snyder straight away, a handoff pass to Kuiper. Lady Cougars trail by 8. 4:10 to play in the fourth quarter. Kuiper straight away, she's quickly double teamed. Gets around the defender. To the left block to Franklin, who loses it, and it's stolen away by Dornan. Here come the Lady Panthers. They have numbers. Dornan, coast to coast, right side. Basket's no good, but is fouled by Reagan Cave on the drive. Foul called on Cave. That is her third. Team's second. To the free throw line will be Dornan. 73% on the season. She's 2 of 2 tonight. Free throw is up and no good. This will be the second free throw for the senior. She makes that one. 38-29. Grayson County trails by 9 in this game. 3:54 to play. Robinson on the right block. Gets it outside to Cave. 3 straight away is no good. Can't get it to fall. Dornan falls down with it. Throws it out front to Clark. Clark working 1-on-2. Down the right side. Goes up, blocked out of bounds by Robinson, but a foul is called. Robinson must have got a little bit too much of the arm on the drive there. For Robinson, that is her first. And the team's third, and to the free throw line will be Sarah Clark. She leads the team in free throw percentage, 84.2%, and missed that one. Or did she get that one to fall or not? I think it was good. Yes, it was. That one kind of rolled around and kind of fell off the rim a little bit weird. Clark's second one is good as well. E-Town's lead is 40-29. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Near baseline, Kuiper. Reverse layup is no good. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Clark. Clark, an outlet pass off to Dornan. Dornan works 2-on-3. She has Macy on the inside, and the pass is knocked out of bounds by Grayson County. 40-29. 3 minutes and 29 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Grayson County trying to keep this one close. Brianna Dennis and Arissa Riggs check in. Reagan Cave and Rachel Snyder will check out for Grayson County. Sure, Ted Hill's going to give Rachel just a quick 30-second break as Snyder checks out. I don't think Snyder was the one that was supposed to check out. To the right wing to Freeman. And Snyder's immediately going back to the table. I was just a little surprised that Rachel Snyder was coming out of this basketball game, but Ted Hill immediately wanting to put her back in. Freeman drives in, floater inside the free throw line is no good. Rebounded by Robinson on the inside for Grayson County. Robinson gives it to Kuiper. Kuiper breaks the timeline off to the left wing to Riggs. 3 left wing, good! Arissa Riggs hits a 3 from the left side. Grayson County has brought this one to within 8. 40-32, 2 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Freeman to the left side to Clark. Clark cross court to Dornan, nearly stealing away, and it's out of bounds off of Grayson County on the far side. Rachel Snyder will check in. Gracie Franklin will check out. We have a timeout on the floor taken by Elizabethtown with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play. We'll take it with it. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on 103.9 The Moose.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call. That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
2 minutes, 45 seconds to play in tonight's game. It is E-Town 40, Grayson County 32. Lady Cougars trying to keep this one close. And tell you what, if you're Ted Hill, you've got to be incredibly proud of your team tonight. They have played extremely well. They haven't quit. They played hard, and for E-Town, they've been pesky. Again, like I say, for a team, when you're the underdog, that is a good compliment. It's the right over on the far side. E-Town will pass in. So it will be passed in by Sarah Clark. The sophomore slaps the basketball, finds Dornan. Dornan out front here to Freeman. Freeman's going to set up the offense for the Lady Panthers. 2:40 to play. And now they're going to pull up a little bit of defensive pressure for Grayson County. Inside to Franklin. She loses it out of bounds. Grayson County basketball. Donnie Sweeney wanted a foul on the inside. They don't give it to him. And it's Grayson County basketball. 2.5 minutes to play. 40-32. Right wing Riggs. 3 is no good, short. Rebound is saved inbounds by Clark. She's double teamed. Finds Freeman. Freeman, an outlet pass to Dornan on the right side. Dornan down to Macy off the left side. Shot's no good. Rebound out of bounds off of E-Town. Grayson County basketball. 2:12 to play in tonight's game. Gracie Franklin going to check back into the game for the Lady Cougars. Brianna Dennis will check out. In 2:12 to play, the possession arrow is in favor of E-Town. They lead by 8. Grayson County's having their chances, though. Kuiper gets a screen from Robinson. Back outside now. Handoff pass to Riggs. Riggs hit 1-3, but just missed one just a second ago. Riggs into the near corner to Franklin. Franklin guarded by Clark. Franklin takes one dribble and gives it outside now to Riggs. Minute 50 to play. Kuiper is fouled hard in the backcourt by Dornan. It's Dornan's second, team sixth. So E-Town's going to shoot free throws for the remainder of this basketball game. Sub into the game, Presley Payne checks in for the Lady Panthers. Taking a seat will be Sarah Clark. 1:49 to play. It's 40-32. Grayson County trails this one against E-Town. Riggs with the basketball in the left wing. Handoff pass to Kuiper. Kuiper is chased back towards the half-court line by Freeman. Splits defenders. Kuiper kicks it out to Robinson on the far side. Robinson gains her dribble back. Far side, throws it out front here to Riggs. Minute and a half to play. Grayson County's got to go quick. Three. Franklin near side, no good. Rebounded by Macy on the inside by the Lady Panthers. It's an 8-point Lady Panther lead, 1:22 to play in this game, and E-Town looks like they're going to run this clock. Outside to Freeman. Freeman into the corner to a three taken by Payne. It's no good. Rebounded by Gracie Franklin for Grayson County. Gives it off to Snyder. Snyder breaks the timeline with a minute to play. Snyder to the middle. Drives in. Down the left side. Shot is up. She's fouled. No whistle. Macy comes down with it. Macy off to Freeman. Freeman pushes for the Lady Panthers. Down, and she's going to back things up. And that was probably Grayson County's chance with 48 seconds to play. Freeman drives in, goes up, left side. Shot is no good, but she's fouled by Grayson County. I think that's going to be called on Robinson. It is on Robinson. That is her second. And the team's fourth. Freeman to the free throw line, 81.2% from the free throw line. Again, E-Town 13th in the state in free throw percentage. They knock them down. Free throw coming is up and no good. Freeman misses the free throw. Into the game for the Lady Panthers will be Sarah Clark. Grayson County again. Now you're almost in three-point territory. This would be to make it a 9-point game. If Freeman can knock it down, she does. 41-32, 45.4 seconds to play in tonight's game. Right side, Franklin. She's double-teamed and finds a handoff pass to Riggs with 38 seconds. Grayson County's got to get something going here. Riggs needs to find help, finds it with a handoff pass to Kuiper. Kuiper straight away to the left wing, Franklin. Three is partially blocked by E-Town, and it's rebounded by the Lady Panthers, and Ted Hill wants them to foul with 23 seconds to play, and Freeman gets around her defender. Jump pass to the far side, Dornan. Three is up and good by Dornan, and that will all but do it. 44-32. Riggs crosses the timeline off to the right wing to Kuiper. Tell you what, Grayson County fought like crazy in this game. Snyder at the free throw line. Over to the far side to Robinson. She'll take the three. It's partially blocked by E-Town, and that'll do it. E-Town wins this one by a final score of 44-32. Grayson County gives them everything that they had, but their upset bid falls just short. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball right here on 103.9 The Moose.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
Grayson County falls tonight by a final score of 44-32 against E-Town. Tell you what, Grayson County gave the Lady Panthers everything that they had in tonight's game, and their upset bid falls just short. And I think if you're Ted Hill, you talked to us in the open. He just wanted to see his team fight, and they fought tonight. And I think you look at this, E-Town ranks as one of the top scoring margin teams in the state. I mean, if you even just look at this, John Hardin, a team that the Lady Cougars lost to by nearly 30 last week. Just last night, E-Town beat by 21. So tonight you lose to E-Town by 12 points. But, I mean, this is, again, if there's ever such a thing as a good loss, this is a good loss for Grayson County. I mean, E-Town had everything to lose in this game, and really Grayson County was pesky the entire game to keep this. And I think if you're a Lady Cougar fan, you have to be extremely proud of how this team fought tonight and coming back and making this thing interesting. Coming up on our fifth quarter show, we'll hopefully get a chance to talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Ted Hill. We will run down some scores from around the region, and we'll also run down the scoring from this game. Best thing about this, though, is we're going to get home for the Kentucky game as Cats play at 8, so our coverage will end, and you'll be able to flip right over to our sister station, K105, and listen to Tom Leach and Mike Pratt give you the call from Oxford as the Kentucky Wildcats will look to get back in the winning track against Ole Miss. Take a break, come back with a little bit more as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels, connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Cougar Den, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars fall tonight by a final score of 44-32 against the Elizabethtown Lady Panthers. The Lady Cougars fought like crazy in this game, as I'm joined now by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, head coach Ted Hill. And Coach, you told me the one word that you wanted to see your team do tonight was it fight? Was that the word you used?
Effort.
Effort. I think you saw that tonight.
We did. We played a lot harder than we have been than we played last week. I thought our defense was fine. They're a good basketball team, no doubt, ranked number 1 in the state and all that good stuff. And they're going to score some points. So I thought our defense was fine. Our offensive deficiencies just bit us in the rear end there. Too many turnovers. We had 11 at half, and it wasn't pressure turnovers. I thought some of it was kind of careless turnovers. They're up 3 there in the second half. We get a steal going down. We're 2-on-1. We hit a layup or whatever. We're down 1. We throw it out of bounds, without much pressure. Just little things like that. Really good teams will make you pay. They capitalize on stuff like that, and but we played harder. We showed some grit tonight.
You mentioned the defense against this team. E-Town comes in as offensively they're the 30th best team in the state scoring-wise. The only other team to hold E-Town to a fewer total than you did tonight, Bowling Green, who's potentially the favorite in the 4th region, one of the top teams in the state. I know that they're kind of like a Webster County where they played a really tough schedule, so their record doesn't necessarily show it. But you mentioned that defense, and the one that I wanted to touch on was Leah Macy has 14 points in the first half, not a bucket in the second half. Was there something different you did in the second half on her?
Well, the talk at halftime was we were being too soft with her. We were just letting her cut wherever she wanted to, not pressuring her enough, not getting a body on her. And so we made an adjustment there and decided that we was going to go get it and get down and guard her and be physical with her without fouling, just playing normal basketball. And she got frustrated. She was trying to referee there a couple times and things like that. So we did a good job there, really did. And it's good stuff. I don't even know what the final score was.
44-32.
I mean, you just clean up some stuff. And tonight was the night to knock them off, and it wasn't like they were just sitting back in a 2-3 zone. I mean, they were up pressing us in our grill there the last half, and I thought we handled it fine. We would handle that and then make an easy pass hard. So
the other player that you mentioned to us off the air, Freeman, you hold her to 3 points tonight. She's averaging 15.5. She had 30 points in a game against Central Hardin earlier this month, and you hold her to 3 points. And, I mean, she was facilitating the offense. She was a good defender, but offensively she was, yes.
Yeah.
But
shooting-wise, we tried to keep her in front, somebody pick her up at all times and know where she's at. I feel like she's their motor, she's their heart. If they're going to go, it'll be off her. And we did a good job on her.
We talked a little bit about this at the Open, and I know you said that you got the number 1 team in the state to worry about, but you do have Edmondson County, and I know one of it coming up here 2 weeks from yesterday. And I know that one of the things that we talked about with Coach Johnston, with their playing Whitesville Trinity in the boys game 2 weeks from tonight, is that over these next 2 weeks, he almost coaches towards that game. Right. Doing little things for Edmondson. Is there anything that E-Town does that you will see for Edmondson, or is it pretty much two completely different, like Jekyll and Hyde?
And I did just tell our kids in there, you must have been reading my mind, everything from this point on is all for the tournament, whether it's Edmondson or whoever. It's all geared toward getting better for the tournament. The similarities between Edmondson and E-Town is zero.
They aren't very similar at all.
They don't have the height like Macy. they're slow. They're not as fast as Freeman. Is it Freeman?
Yes.
Number 2? Yeah. Or some of their others. And so there's no similarities at all. If anything, E-Town's a better three-point shooting team because Edmondson can flat shoot now. And I think they had 8 or 9 last night at one point against Butler and was shooting 50% in the first half and all that. They can score. So it's a different bird here. I mean, E-Town's more everything's up high. Edmondson, everything's down more low, And I guarantee that Coach Weaver is saying everything that we do from this point, he probably said that tonight against Warren East, is going to be geared toward beating Grayson County. And it'll be an exciting game, to say the least. And to be flat honest with you, the game that they played last night was the winner has got a shot. The loser would probably have to play. They were playing not to have to play us, both of them. Not that we're great by any means, not that they don't think they can't beat us. It was Whitesville would be a better draw, per se, because of styles and stuff than us. So they were fighting their guts out last night to stay away from us and got away from them. They had it. Edmondson did. But
I was going to touch on it a little bit in our pregame talk, but we ran out of time, and I think almost an identical position last year. You had Madisonville coming in, and they were ranked at that time 7th, 8th, something in the state. I think that time they'd only lost one game, if my memory's right.
That's right.
You've now got that Madisonville team again on Friday. I know that they're nowhere near the same team. I know that, was it Twin seniors that they had? They're gone. I know that they're LaGrange, I think is her last name. I know she's coming back from an ACL. I'm not sure.
Did she start playing?
Not that I'm aware of, but I haven't checked.
I know she's been out all year.
It's been one of those things. I was reading an article a couple weeks ago that said that she was starting to maybe potentially come back, and they were hoping to maybe get her back by district. So I'm not sure if you'll have her for that. But what do you want to see from your team, though, to take this? Yes, a 12-point loss, but a 12-point loss against a team that has a legitimate shot to cut down the necks at Rupp Arena coming up in April, and move that into Madisonville and pick up a win before you've only got one more regular season game or 2 more. You got North Hardin and Barron at home, so this is your final road game.
What I want to see Friday night?
Yes.
Effort.
Again? It's that simple.
It's simple. I break it down for them, effort. And I forgot all about that. Yeah, Madisonville lost 2 games last year, and they had lost one when they come in here to Henderson. They got beat in the finals by Henderson of the region, so they lost 2 games, both of them. Madisonville is totally different than they were last year, and that point guard is really good. I don't know.
LaGrange, I think is her last name.
That's her name. She's good. The twins are at Brescia playing.
Okay.
And but I haven't watched any film on them. I don't know anything about them. I've been worried about E-Town.
With that, though, it's the longest road trip I think your team has taken this year. I mean, an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah,
is that anything that you worry about at all, getting off the bus? Or
you bring this stuff up, and you always end up being right. I'm saying no.
So it's not going to be an issue at all. But I mean,
that's not an issue.
Not an issue to worry about. Okay, it's something But it is something that your team hasn't really had much of.
I'm glad you said that because we have had a lot of home games, seemed like. It just kind of worked out that way. And or we've been close to home, or the ones that got canceled maybe was a farther distance.
Like the Russellville?
Yeah. Madisonville is no farther than going from here to Owensboro, I don't think.
Maybe a little bit, but nothing too much.
Well, at least it's all Parkway to Madisonville.
True. It's not going to Hancock County or McLean County or Meade County or anything like that. So.
Yeah, I guarantee you can get to Madisonville High School faster than you can get to McLean County.
Oh, I'll take Madisonville any day of the week.
But I'll do some research. We're off tomorrow. I don't know if I said it, but I mean our practices are only going to be an hour from here on out and all that good stuff. But I'll do my homework on Madisonville and hopefully get down there and get back on the winning track. And we just got to build some momentum. And I believe in my kids. I told them before the game they've got to believe in themselves. It's not going to do us any good. I believe in them. I believe on a given night we could win this region.
And I think they believe that too.
Yeah.
Because I know whenever they came up, and I've talked to, 3 or 4 of them this year or something along the lines of that, I've asked them, where do you see yourselves at the end of the year? And they say cutting down the nets at the sports center.
Yeah.
And you got to love that as a coach.
You do. And I was talking to Coach before the game there, and he said their region's down to about 4 good teams and that could possibly win it. And our region is pretty wide open, is what I told him. I felt like Breck was the cream of the crop, but you never know when
Apollo,
it gets down that. Apollo, Catholic. You get on the great sports center floor, anything can happen.
Well, Coach, we'll be with you on Friday nights, and only 3 more regular season goes. It's gone quick, and we can't wait.
Yeah, and that's real quick. Have you ever been to Madisonville's gym?
No. I've never been to Madisonville.
Anyone that hasn't been to that gym needs to go. You talk about historic. You can walk in that place and get some coach heels. And so that'll be a good trip for you. I know you're a guru, and you like stuff like that. And you'll really Travis Ford stuff and
good point,
all kinds of stuff up. Beautiful gym, and you'll enjoy it.
Well, I can't wait now. Now you got me excited for it. Can we just go tomorrow? Let's get
do
going.
it.
Let's do it. That's head coach Ted Hill. We'll have more here coming up on the Locker Room Show after this.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. Physicians and public health professionals are trying to protect us because our healthcare system would be overwhelmed if too many people get seriously ill. We have to take their advice seriously. So, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home. And disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world. Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Lady Cougars fall tonight by a final score of 44-32 against Grayson County, or against E-Town. Try to run down a quick score, too, from around the region of boys final. In boys basketball, E-Town defeats Central Hardin 84-62. Try to see if there are any other scores to bring you. Boys basketball, Owensboro at the half leads Apollo 47-20. Lady Bruins of Central Hardin defeat Owensboro Catholic tonight 60-44. Big game going on there. And girls basketball, Edmonson County leads Warren East 18-16. That score is at the end of the first quarter. In boys basketball, LaRue County leads Washington County 55-31. And a final score in girls basketball, Butler County defeating Cloverport by a final score of 60-47. Again, our final score is E-Town 44, Grayson County 32. We'll come back, wrap it up after this. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Being prepared is a part of who you are. but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
You're early.
We can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Move.
Lady Cougars fall tonight by a final score of 44-32. We'll run down the scoring from this game. E-Town led by Dornan. She finishes with 15 points. Leah Macy adds 14, 8 points for Kenzie Franklin, 4 points for Sarah Clark, and 3 for Freeman. For Grayson County, it was Rachel Snyder. She led the way. She had 16 points, 5 points for Ella Robinson, 4 for Arissa Riggs, 3 for Gracie Franklin, and 2 apiece for Brianna Dennis and for Reagan Kay. Want to remind you to join us for the remainder of this week, as on Thursday, it'll be the Cougar boys at Breckenridge County, as that game will start at 7 o'clock on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. And then the girls game on Friday at Madisonville, 7:30 start time, again on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work tonight. Bradley Napier was your director. Cody Brock was your camera operator. So on a night where the Grayson County Lady Cougars fall to the #1 team in the state by a final score of 44-32, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.